I'm gonna do it, Nigel. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna click it. I'm gonna click it, Nigel. Nigel, I'm clicking it. I'm clicking it. Nigel, I clicked it. Nigel, I clicked start recording. What do we do? Nigel, you're on the spot. Nigel, we're on the spot.
Okay.
What do we do?
Okay, calm down.
Nigel, help!
Calm down. Calm down.
Okay.
All right. Today is February 11th. February 20th.
Today is February 13th,
2021.
sir. Welcome
February
to
13th,
the
2021.
welcome
Today
to
we
the,
have 6 more tracks.
welcome to the second episode of the most independent, interesting track review podcast on the internet. Keeping on track with Mizzle and
Nigel.
we're here. We
are here.
We've got a few very good jazz and hip-hop fusion bands for you today. We will be starting with Ducktails, then moving on to a double feature of Hostile Animals.
Another double feature of Hostile Animals.
Double. And then Healy, followed by Casiopea. And we will be ending with my personal favorite rapper of all time, Mr. Mac Miller. So,
Mac Miller.
we will give
Why don't you start us off, Steven?
We will give you a nice refresher on how our rating system
lovely
works.
Evening.
So, our rating system is out of 7, with the perfect rating being an elite, perfect 5 out of 7 rating. It doesn't get any better than a 5 out of 7. So, let's get
any better
moving.
than that.
Let's get moving. We will be starting
All right.
with Security Analysis for Studying by Ducktails. So, Nigel sent me this track, and I really did not know what to expect. So, I clicked on it. I have my Cowens on. My Cowens always blast, okay? And I clicked it, and immediately my ears were bleeding because I had it blasted all the way up, and the drums were just like boom, boom, right in my ear, and I was like, screaming. My ears were bleeding, but I turned it down.
Just a casual reminder, folks, to check your levels before you start any audio recording or playback.
I turned it down, and from the start, the drums were very loud in the mix, but when you turn it down to a reasonable volume, it all meshes together and it's very pleasant and ambient,
Yes, it does.
ambient vibes. And it's purely instrumental, top to bottom. Very chill. Almost like lo-fi.
Almost relaxing.
Yeah. Like, it's like a lo-fi, almost jazz vibe to it. Very, very entertaining to the ear, while also soothing. And this one had a music video to it.
A little reminiscent of the 80s as well.
Yes, very reminiscent of the 80s. It almost had like I want to say like almost like a vibe of The Police to it. Yeah. With just how they had it mixed and everything. It's a very, very entertaining track for the ear. But the music video is very peaceful. It's just two ladies playing golf and ping pong and peaceful
Petting
music.
their dogs.
Yeah, and they got a border collie, so that is extra brownie points from me. Anything with a border collie or a pit bull or a Great Pyrenees is going to get extra brownie points from me, just so you know. And my last question before the rating is, there's at one point where I'm guessing it's probably the lead vocalist, although there are no vocals on this track, starts doing the wave with her eyebrows. I'm like, how the fuck do you do the wave with your eyebrows? I can only raise my left one. I'm like, I'm jealous. I want to learn how to do
It's impressive, that's for sure.
Yeah, I want to learn how to do
also
the wave. Also,
a lot of bright colors.
Yeah.
More bright colors in this video. Color like pops, lots of green, reds, pink.
It's
some nice nature
video.
scenes. Mm-hmm. It's like a nice day just hanging out in the city, you know? Just the two of them. They're hanging out.
Just the two of us.
Having a good time.
So, if I were to give a rating, which I will, I would give this song a 3.5 out of 7. A good, but not quite great, mostly because as soon as I turned it on, my ears were bleeding. But that's the only nitpick. So,
don't let Mizzle's personal preference for volume affect your rating of this song.
Yes.
Give it a listen and give it a thought.
It's very
today.
Enjoyable.
Fun fact, came out in January 10th this year. All right, now we are off to the races for the double feature, and who's it going to be? It's going to be Hostile Animals, both of them, yes. At the same time? No. One song after the other. Now, Hostile Animals is a band. How about you tell us about it, Mizzle, a little bit?
A background on this band. I actually, the first 2 years of music school, I was the roommate of the, I guess, lead vocalist, rapper of this band. He goes by Equinox the Ubiquitous, and he is a phenomenal tenor sax player. So I asked him if he wanted some shine on this, and he was like, yeah, go ahead. I'd love to get a review of my songs. So we're giving him a review. So this is for you, my dude.
Yes. All right, the first song we have is Hold It Down. Now, neither of the Hostile Animals have a video, which we do take into consideration here. Not a problem at all. Still a good track. I do like the album art. There's some little feet, and there's a bit of a tree on a very nice painted canvas, something of watercolors.
Yes.
So Hold It Down is kind of a cool track. It starts out with the sounds of someone putting a cassette tape in a tape deck. I'm a personally huge fan of that just old aesthetic, similar to the placing the needle on a record. I like that a lot. It's just me.
Yes.
But it is rap. It's very chill. I really like the backing beat. You'll find that I'm a fan of interesting backing beats. That's almost bells. It kind of makes you think about, what's going on over here? What's going on over here?
Yes. And the bass line is very groovy.
The rapping is very good flow. Yes. The rap has very good flow, though. It's definitely a little dreamy, like a pretty relaxed. And there's also, it seems like it was made at night. It seems like it was made for night listening, just to relax, just to have this dreamscape in the background while you're driving around town, doing your thing, whatnot. I also like at some point in the song, I think it's later in the track, female vocalist does da da da, and that sounds great. I really like that too. Do you know if that's a part of a band member, Mizzle?
No, that is a feature. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yes,
Guest
sir.
vocals. Here we have it here in the YouTube channel. Guest vocals by Gabby O'Neill. Awesome. And the artwork. Wow. They're on Spotify. Check them out. I like this song. I think they could actually do a short video, not a short video, but I think they could do a simple video with like scenery shots and maybe the girl that does the guest vocals playing acoustic guitar.
Mhm.
Not taking the sound of the acoustic guitar, but this has potential for a good video. But I like the track. It doesn't feel repetitive. It feels a little long. It feels a little long to me. All right. For the rating on Hostile Animals, Hold It Down. I give this track a 3 out of 7. 3 out of 7. 3.7 out of 7. Let me rephrase that. 3.7 out of 7.
Out of 7.
I like it. It's fun. It's relaxing. It's just a cool vibe.
It's a vibe.
And
it's a bop at the same time.
Yes.
Yes.
It is, yeah. And fun fact, songs can be both a vibe and a bop. Now you know. On to our next track, Hostile Animals Seasons. This song starts out with some nature in the background. This one also has guest vocals. It's by EJ Mojika. Sounds good. That brings into the question of the beat. The beat is also chill. I really like it. Also, the whole seasons change continues through the song. Seasons change, and the rapping is pretty solid. It's pretty solid on this track. Great lyrics. I really like the story. I also like the vaguely jazz themes in here too.
Yeah.
This track came out May 16th, 2020.
And there is tenor sax on this track as well, layered. And it is a vibe. It is a vibe. Very, very jazzy.
Absolutely.
It's jazzy, almost long form, where it gives almost kind of an improvised feel, but also a feeling of security to it.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
It's fun.
It's a very fun track. It's fun
live
too.
I will say. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I have seen this one performed live. It is nice. Very fun. All right.
It seems difficult to do live though.
Yeah.
Let me look at my notes. Yeah, I kind of wish these guest vocals were a part of like their normal songs. Very good guest vocals on both these tracks though.
Yes.
I like that.
Very much so. So, do you have a rating?
So the last part of the song, yes, I do. But the last part of the song, it feels a little drawn out to me. That's just me. I'm not sure why. Both of these songs feel a little long to me. I think Seasons feels a little long because of the not as much rapping in the last like minute-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my rating for this track is a 3.5 out of 7.
3.
That's just my personal opinion. Yes.
Yes. So.
And now on to the next song.
The next song, which is $150 Roll With It by Healy. And I had actually heard this song once before. Nigel and I listened to it in the car one time, and it's a very solid track. I enjoyed it both times that I've listened to it. So it's like almost a very mellow indie. The way I would describe this is a mellow indie, almost Childish Gambino vibe that
yes
it's like Childish Gambino almost meets Kid Cudi.
Yes.
And it's very, very peaceful, relaxing rap music about partying and having a good time. The guy's voice is very, very soothing. He has a very sing-song voice, and it's almost like serenades you. But
It
at the
does.
same time, he's rapping, which is something that I personally have been working on myself, and I can vouch that it is fairly difficult to do. So the
Difficult
execution,
to do
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah, the execution is very good. The execution is very good. He has very good delivery. It's very clean. If there's one nitpick, I it's another thing about the volume. So he has the hi-hats of the 808 mixed to the left ear very, very low. So you get the bass and the snare a whole lot, but you don't get a whole lot of that that backing that kind of holds the whole beat together. So as a drummer, that's like one tiny little nitpick.
Gotcha. Yeah.
There's also no music video for this one. But I
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
I did enjoy the overall song and the overall vibe both times that I've listened to it. Both in the car and through headphones. So, with that being said, my rating for $150 Roll With It is a great 4 out of 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 out of 7.
Do you have
Woo.
any notes on this one, Nigel, before we move on to the next?
Yeah. Yeah, my notes on Healy, $150 / Roll With It. I think it's a great chill track. It tells a interesting story. It's about, enjoying life, but also those responsibilities that you have to take on in the background. And,
Yeah.
the character in the story having those in the back of his mind while trying to just relax about life in life. I think it's a really good chill track. I really like that you described it as Childish Gambino and Kid Cudi. I love both of those artists.
Yes.
I had never made that connection before, but they also have, they have some really good stuff with here, and I recommend checking out some more of their tracks if you like this one so much, Mizzle.
Yes, I absolutely will
with
be
that,
checking more from
yeah.
Healy.
With that, on we go.
On we go to the
next track.
one.
It is Mint Jams is the album.
And it is called Asayake by Casiopea.
Now this track, Casiopea released Mint Jams in 1982. So
1982.
if you're listening to that track, it takes you back, even if you didn't live in 1982.
Yeah.
Take it away.
And by the production value, I wouldn't even... I honestly thought that this was a relatively new song. It was recorded fairly recently. Because the production value on it is great. It is very professionally recorded. And right up front, you have this incredible intro on drums. So, this drummer, I am convinced, is either the Kraken or an octopus, or it's the ghost of Keith Moon. So, or it's all three kind of molded into one overall package. So, it starts out, he's playing quarter note beats on the cowbell, I'd assume with his left foot on a pedal. He's playing the kick drum, and he's doing all these crazy rhythms on the hi-hat, and occasionally hitting the snare. And I heard that, I was like, there's no way he did this in one take. And then I was listening to it.
It takes some skill, man.
And then I was listening to it, I was like, he totally did do this in one take. That cowbell is not being played with a hand. You can tell by how strong it's coming through that it's being played with a foot. I was like,
Yes.
What? Do we have the second coming of Jesus here? But
Jesus is a drummer and he is coming.
yes. But this track was incredible. It was the first one I clicked on. It was the first one that Nigel sent. I was like, I clicked it expecting to hear just some like jazz fusion, and I got this super rockin' intro. I was just like, oh my gosh.
It's a new world of jazz.
Pinnacle of human creativity, I think is how you said that one commenter described it, and I can completely agree with that, because this song is
completely back it too.
Insane. This is one of the better independent jazz fusion songs I've heard. Musicianship is incredible. Like, along with the drumming,
it's fantastic.
There is a really, really shredding pentatonic guitar solo in the middle. And it's distorted almost with a I don't know if it's flange, reverb, or both. I think it's really intentional. But
yeah, I think it's like a pedal effect.
Yeah, it's I really enjoyed this track from top to bottom. I couldn't tell you exactly what the instruments were. I believe there's a synthesizer, a piano.
Yes.
There may be a horn in there. I'm not sure. Drums and guitar. And I believe there's probably a bass. It makes sense that there would be a bass, but I wasn't really
There is a bass indeed.
Okay. I wasn't really getting a whole bunch of bass through my headphones. So that's probably just an issue with my headphones. This band gave me hardcore Snarky Puppy vibes. Like, Snarky Puppy is one of my favorite groups. I actually saw them live at CNU when I was there my freshman year.
Nice.
And like, holy crap! Like, this song brought me back, man, to seeing Snarky Puppy. Like, albeit like it's a much smaller production, it's a much smaller group. Casiopea is, because they don't have like 19 horns or whatever it is. But they definitely know how to carry their weight on an instrumental. I would even go as far as saying that even on just one listen, this song's a classic. And
absolutely,
if you check out no other songs that we review today, do yourself a favor and check this one out. You will not regret it. So
yeah, absolutely.
This song.
Can I give mine?
Yes. Yes.
Go ahead.
This song will receive the first ever perfect rating of, drumroll please, making my mic go crazy, rating of
a perfect
5 out of 7. Congratulations, Casiopea. Perfect.
Congratulations.
Perfect. Perfect.
Perfect.
Oh, also, I forgot to mention there's no music video, and it's still got that. So, yeah.
Yes.
It's really good. Do yourself a favor.
Important.
Do yourself a favor and listen to it. All right.
All right. I have a few notes on this song as well, since it is, after all, our first perfect 5 out of 7 song. Now, Casiopea, Mint Jams, I say again, is the album that it's on.
Mm-hmm.
It is a 36-minute album. Came out in 1982. It is tremendous. It is amazing. It has been released in different formats, I believe cassette and vinyl, but they have some fantastic tracks.
I gotta get this.
They have
vinyl.
some fantastic. I'll get it on vinyl and we listen together.
Yeah, dude, let's do it.
I need to find it first. Let's do it. So this song, particularly this song, this is the second song, I believe, from the album.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I just really like it, how it gets more and more and more piling on top of itself.
Progressive.
There are hints. Yeah, it's progressive. There are hints of some Magnum PI intro music, but
Ooh.
this is peak 80s right.
Oh. We may have lost Nigel. Uh-oh. This is one of those things about doing live shows.
For the past few years since I discovered them.
All right, we lost you there for about 30 seconds. So.
Oh, rats! Yep. I was.
Uh-oh. So this is why they call it "Fuck It, We'll Do It Live." So.
This whole album, specifically this song. That's why I chose this song. Am I still coming in?
You are coming in now.
Oh no.
You are coming in now.
Okay. It's a great song. Casiopea has a lot of albums. I love them. Check them out.
This is why they say, fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
So. Yes. Now that we have a perfect 5 out of 7 rating, I believe that it is time for our finale review.
Ooh.
And this one, I sent to Nigel because it is one of my favorite songs from a very underrated mixtape from Mac Miller called Macadelic. I believe it's the 3rd song. It might be the 4th song. But
probably
this is a very, very close song to my heart, so I sent it his way. I was like, I want you to listen to this. So
yeah, I appreciate it.
Without further ado,
to send out yeah, it's good to send out tracks that you have a personal connection to. That's why I sent all of the tracks that I have so far to you, Mr. Mizzle. Mac Miller,
I get a Mr.
Thoughts?
Mizzle.
Mac, yes.
Mr.
Mac Miller,
Mizzle.
Thoughts from a Balcony. This song does have a music video, and the music video is pretty simple. It's Mac Miller, the boy himself, sipping from some lean, smoking on his balcony. It's really simple, but it gets the point across, and it's kind of a provocative story about just trying to relax and trying to experience life as it comes.
Yeah.
My favorite line from the song is "khakis filled with cheese." Don't ask me what point of the song it's in, but he says it.
Yes.
And I love it. It just comes out of nowhere, and I'm like, what?
And you better know.
What kind of cheese? Tell me more.
You better know that his khakis were probably always full of cheese.
Fun fact, he is wearing khakis in the video.
He is.
So, were they filled with cheese? You decide. So, now this song, Mac Miller, unfortunately, did pass away in 2018, I believe it was. Yes.
September
he
7th.
Did. Yes.
I only know that because it's
day.
the same day that my brother got married. True story.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Crazy.
Anyways.
Right?
Mac Miller, rip the boy. Thoughts from a Balcony. A very chill song. Similar on the track, or similar to the other songs that we've reviewed today, along the lines of Seasons, Hold It Down, and security analysis.
Yes.
Another very chill track. I like it. I think it's really good. I think it was well done.
And
I think the video, like, it does what it needed to. Like, it's thoughts from a balcony, and this is Mac Miller's thoughts on life while he's rapping on a balcony. It's simple. It's just him.
It's not overdone or overproduced.
This song came out a long time ago, though.
Yes. I believe this one
and
was...
this song actually, yeah.
This one was 2010 or 2011, I want to say. Because I believe Macadelic was his year 20 mixtape. So.
Right. Yeah, so also an interesting additional part of this video, it made me do some research on lean/purple drank. I found a documentary on Vice about Florida residents and rappers on lean, and it was really good. Would we be able to link that in the description?
We should be able to. I can add it.
We should be able to do. Okay.
Yeah, if you send me the link, I'll add it to the description. I got you. Yeah,
sure. It's a short documentary, but it's mostly just like rappers trying to explain. You know, they're not the reason that this drink has become so popular. It's also has to do with like the opioid crisis and such as that. But anyways, back to the track. This is a good track, and Rip Mac Miller. It's a good, honest track, and yeah, I'll have to listen to some more.
Introspective.
My rating, yes, you said it. I think this rating is a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4.2 out of 7.
4.2.
A very good rating.
Yes.
And I'll pass it over to you.
All right. So, you have our word today on these tracks. We have given them to you on a silver platter. We have kept you on track. We hope that you have enjoyed this episode of Keeping on Track with Mizzle and
Nigel.
And we look forward to the next one, and we hope to see you there in the cyberspace. Nigel, do you have any parting words for the people?
My parting words are, next week's theme, you better watch out, because it's going to be exciting. Not going to want to miss it.
Yeah.
It will be determined between the two of us.
Indeed.
And you'll just have to tune in to find out what it is.
Yes.
Without further ado,
I
leave it up to you.
I believe it is time for me to go get some white chicken chili. So, I'm going to give the call, and we are going to say goodbye.
Good after morning.
Good morn after evening.
Morn after evening, and goodbye.